My name is Stella Sliman Ahdash. I'm going to the library, and the most times in the break or when we have English library. I think maybe 530 books. Most of them was comedy books.
My name is Muhammad Akram. We're 10 students. The book called The Deep End Gang. I couldn't finish this book because I got some work to do every single day. And all type of occasions or events just came out at that specific week.
I find it much more entertaining when I read books in the midnight because for starters it's usually very, very quiet and my house will usually be all fast asleep and I'll be kind of alone and it's providing the perfect atmosphere for how I like to read my books.
My favorite time is at night before I go to bed. At that time, I don't really get like any kind of distractions that get me confused or disturbed.
It's a diary of one big kid because he's doing many pranks and funny stuff.
I hope that everybody start reading because it's really beneficial.
My name is Nur Bahran and I'm a grade 10 student. I spend between 2 or 3 hours reading in a day. Yeah, and I have my garden. Yeah, because it's full of peace and nature, you know.
I have quite a bunch, but my favorite one should be my bed. I know it's a very predictable answer, but it's just that it's cozy and warm and just the perfect environment.
My name is Yusuf Abdurrahman. I'm from the 10th grade science stream, and I'm a new student in the country and in the school in general. Yes, I have. That book would have been the Bolivian Diary by Che Guevara himself. The book itself was not completed, but it still was very long to read, especially that it had so much content to it that was impactful to me as a person and that impacted history in itself, and I always enjoy reading it.
Ziyara Diab. I'm in grade 5A. I'm 9 years old and I'm happy to be here. My favorite book is Cinderella. It's really interesting because she was poor at the first and now she's a princess over in the castle.
I'm Malal Nakib from grade 9. I straight away go back to the back of the book and I see what is it about because the back always includes what the book has.
It's from the out cover and the title, and sometimes if there's like we can open it and see the picture, I see the pictures really fast if they are like interesting or not.
I'm used to reading Bring Me Back to Life. It's a book that I started reading while I was 6 years old. It talks about a boy and a girl. They're basically friends and they had this dream since they were little. They wanted to live in another world rather than the world they're living in, like a world of nature.
I think the book itself was better because it has more information and details than the movie.
I'm Mohammed Abdul Samad. I'm 13 years old and I'm from the CAL. The last book that I read was a book called Maze Runner. It was about a teenage guy called Thomas, and he was put into the middle of a forest, in the middle of a maze, and his memory got erased from him. They decide to go into the maze to try to find a way out. In the maze, there are like creatures and monsters and everything like that, so like they have to get past them. And in the end, they have to go, and they went and they got out of the place, and it's a fun story, a really fun story.
Hello, my name is Marin Abdullah Bakar. I am 13 years old and I am in grade 8. My favorite book of all times is called Dork Diaries. I have been reading them since grade 4 and it is my favorite book of all time. It is a big amount of pages, but I feel like it is very low amount of pages because I get very interested into it. Dork Diaries is about these 3 girls that are very, in other people's eyes, they seem weird, but for them life is perfect because all they need is two other friends and they're perfect with each other, and they have this one big bully that is always mean to them, and she's the popular girl that everyone likes, but everyone always hates them. And they would always trash their house, trash the bully's girl house, and sometimes the bully would just ruin their lives and embarrass them, but they wouldn't care because they have all the best friends they need.
My name is Tella Bagar. I'm in grade 9 and I'm a high school student. Yeah, mostly in my childhood times because I had a bunch of free time there. But as I grew up, I feel like I got less interested in books.
My name is Mohammed Al-Nakib. Yeah, that was in America when there was a competition. It was class by class. Which class reads the most books? It was in 226 books.
My name is Anam Saud. I'm 14 years old and I'm a freshman in high school. Well, growing up, I used to read the book Holes a lot. I would constantly read it in like grade 4 and 5 and 6, and my teachers would always assign it for me. So I read that book like a lot of times.
I feel like as the generation goes on, there's gonna be obviously major technical advances in the future. So I feel like authors are not gonna vanish away out of nowhere, but their jobs are not gonna be as important as they are back then and now.
Disgracefully not a crime, but they do it all the time. This causes harm in so many ways, but constantly every day. After it gets too much to deal, no one knows how they feel. Stop, Mr. Bully, they say in there.
My name is Jory Lasdell, and I have a children's book comedy for you. The Man Who Does Not Know Everything. Once there was a man named Harry. Harry did not know everything. Harry thinks that a banana is a TV remote and that the end of a toothbrush is a knife.
You want to say anything?
No.
Okay, so thank you for your time, okay?
You're welcome.